tuning in. As promised, today we will be doing a laser hair removal using an Apogee Elite machine. It also has a cool air machine as well that will be blowing cold air the whole entire time, so that Miss Listy, who has gracefully decided to let us zap her today, will be completely comfortable during the whole procedure. So normally to start out, what I do is I grid the area with a white eyeliner pencil just to make sure that we don't miss any spots. Now with Listy, we've got a little tattoo here that I don't want to come anywhere close to, so I'm also going to draw just a little line to keep myself in boundary. You'll notice that Listy's wearing goggles to protect her eyes because laser will penetrate any kind of pigment. I'm getting ready to put mine down as well. I'm not sure if you guys can hear me very well with all the air and all that, so I'm just going to show you guys what laser hair removal looks like. So you'll notice that you'll see little sparks, and each one of those sparks are all hairs that are being disabled. These hairs will not be able to come back, and then in about 6 weeks, a new cycle of hair will grow in. We recommend that you get treated about every 6 weeks for any body part, and every 4 weeks for the face, and it's pretty much the same thing every single time. Sorry, Listy. So essentially what Listy is feeling right now are little tiny prickles and mostly cold. How are you doing, Listy?
Good.
As you see, I'm halfway done with the underarm. I'll be moving up to the upper quadrants in just a moment. It's a very quick process, so those that might be a little bit anxious about what it feels like or, you know, that type of thing, at least you know, worst case scenario, everything is very short-lived. Perfect, just coming right around. You'll notice I didn't go as far over on the top part of that square. It's because Listy also has some shading. You want to be very careful to let your technicians know if you have tattoos in the area that may involve shading, because if they cannot see that, had I went a little bit further, that would have been the only complication. So now I'm going to come around to the other side. Second verse, same as the first. And I always make sure that I get the complete area with a slight overlap to make sure that I'm not missing any hairs. Now hair does grow in patches, so what Listy will experience after this treatment is that the hairs that are underneath the skin from shaving will start to fall out. They'll look like they're just growing as they're coming out of the skin, and then in about 2 weeks they'll just all fall out. It's really neat for the underarm because then if you're putting on deodorant, you can actually see how much hairs were really treated. After that, when the hairs start to grow back in, she'll notice that they'll start growing in slower. They'll be a lot more fine and harder to see. And then eventually, after a few treatments, she will be hair-free. And keep in mind, you guys are more than welcome to ask any questions that y'all may have about laser hair removal or any other service. I get a lot of questions about surgery, that type of thing. If I don't know the answer, I'll definitely find it for you. And this is our last row. And Listy's treatment is complete. That took us a little bit less than 4 minutes to complete her whole treatment. Different areas will have different time frames that it'll take to complete. Feel free to come in for a consultation so we could go over those, pricing, all of that. It's been my pleasure to show you guys laser hair removal today. I hope y'all have a great weekend.